Hi, my name is Michelle Stowart. I'm the senior teacher and studio director at Inhale Yoga Studio. Today I'd like to take a little time with you to give you 4 poses to help relieve upper back, neck, and shoulder tension. So for this practice today, you're going to need 2 blocks and also a bolster or something like a dense blanket that you can easily roll up that will give you a lot of support. So once you find all of those props, just come to a nice comfortable seat. Allow yourself to cross your legs or even extend your legs if that's more comfortable. Let your spine lift, and then just take a moment to close your eyes and start to allow your breath to deepen. Feel your inhalations begin to stretch a little longer, and match that with your exhalation. Ultimately looking to stretch your inhalation 3 to 5 seconds on your in breath, and release the out breath that same 3 to 5 seconds. Just using the breath to start to create that way in which you begin to arrive into your mind, arrive into your body, and start to become aware of what it feels like to be in your body. So maybe you notice those habitual tensions around the shoulders, the neck, the upper back. Perhaps you become aware of a tightness across the base of your skull, or a lift in your chin, or a rolling forward of your shoulders. So just allow yourself the next few breaths to become aware of your body and see if you can begin to stretch your spine up taller on an inhalation, and soften your arm bones back so that your shoulder blades roll down on an exhalation. On an inhalation, stretch your spine up, and on an exhalation at the top of your throat, slide that back a little so that you feel the base of your skull lift away from your shoulders slightly. And then just bring your hands to your heart and set a little intention to be compassionate and patient with your body, with your thoughts, with your breath, as we move through these 4 poses to create a release in tension in your upper back, neck, and shoulders. And once you settle that intention in, just bow your head towards your heart. And let your hands relax down into your lap, lift up the face, and open your eyes. So we're going to begin by lying on the back. We're going to turn that bolster or the blanket, if you have it, you would want to fold it up so that it's in a rectangle like that. So we're going to place the blanket or the bolster behind you so that it's parallel to your spine. The soles of the feet will come on the floor, and keep a little space from your lower back to the bolster. And then slowly just start to lower down so that it catches you right about the bottom of your ribs, and then you can feel your center chest go a little higher. You might also notice that your arm bones pull up. This is our habit. So just bring your hands up and slowly walk your shoulders underneath of you so that you can let the arm bones go down as the shoulder blades pull down the back. Hands can come out to the side. Take note, if your chin is pointing way up, you may want to use that blanket under your head to create a balance in your neck. And then you can lay here with the feet on the floor or even stretch the legs out. And then let your eyes close again and start to feel your breath deepen. Allow the arm bones with each exhalation to melt toward the floor. Allow the back of your teeth to be soft. Allow the muscles around the face to be soft. Let the breath deepen. On each inhalation, feel space and openness. And on each exhalation, allow the shoulders to melt, the spine to melt, the face and teeth to melt. feel free to pause this video and stay for another 2 to 3 minutes. To come out, we want to bring the feet on the floor and then just roll to one side and then use your hands to press all the way back up and into seated. And you'll pause for a moment, just noticing the difference of the feeling sense of your chest, your neck, your shoulders. And then from there, we'll move into the lumbar spine. So you want to take that blanket or support and bring it around so that it goes underneath of your knees. And then you'll lie back, press the feet into the floor and lift your hips and bring the support up to your lumbar spine so that the front of your hips will actually sag off. Let the arm bones move back. Try to keep the belly drawing long rather than pushing up. You want to let the belly soften down. So this is supporting the natural arch of your lumbar spine, of your low back, helping to restore that arch. After sitting a lot in the day, we tend to slouch when we do that. So this is restoring the arch. And again, once you find that place, you'll just settle in here, letting the palms spin up, the shoulders move back, and take several breaths. Each time you inhale, instead of puffing the belly up, let the belly stay flat and lengthen the breath into the spine and up into the center chest. Each time you exhale, allow your hips and the front of your hips to feel heavier so that you actually bring more of an arch into your body by letting your spine become like a cooked spaghetti noodle draping over the support. If you feel good there and you want a little extra challenge, you can extend the legs out on the floor. But again, that might be too much for the arch of your spine. This should not cause pain. It should feel very good. So if you feel kinked up or pressured in your lumbar spine, you're going to put the feet right back onto the floor and just let your spine hang. Breathe in and out. Feel length and space on an inhalation. Let yourself soften and melt on an exhalation. If you want a little more still, you can extend the legs up toward the sky, letting the hips continue to soften. This will strengthen your lower core while restoring your lumbar arch. If your hamstrings are tight, you can do this with your knees bent. This is really intense and requires a lot of core strength. So again, if you're not there yet, just keep the feet on the floor. So again, feel free to pause this and stay for another 2 to 3 minutes in this pose, allowing the lumbar spine to find itself back into a very nice curve and arch. To come out of this pose, if your legs are extended or up toward the sky, you want to bring the feet back onto the floor, starting position. Then you're going to press into your feet, lift your hips, and move the support off to the side. Once you do that, you're going to bring your hips back down and pause there. You may enjoy doing some gentle rocking of the pelvis back and forth. You might even enjoy just rocking the hips from side to side. And then again, you're going to roll over onto your side, press through your hands, and come all the way back up and into seated. And you'll just pause there for a moment to experience the difference. And then from here, we're going to twist the spine. So you want that support again. You're going to bring it so that it's behind you and parallel to your spine again. This time we're going to sit out onto the left hip and stack the knees on top of each other. Sometimes in this pose, it's helpful to take the end that's closest to you and scoot it a little bit back past your hip so that you feel more support. So know that you can always change the position of this bolster. It doesn't have to stay in a straight line. To come into the pose, fingertips spread wide. Take an inhalation, lift your spine, and then as you exhale, slowly start to twist and lower down so that your center chest is making its way toward the support. Once you're there, we're going to bring the forearms onto the ground and then just twist and lie on the left ear. If you need a little more support for your lumbar spine, you can squeeze the knees up a little tighter. But ideally, again, you want to be like this cooked spaghetti noodle. Just let your body be held and drape here. Each time that you inhale, feel space across the right ribs, the right hip. Each time you exhale, allow there to be a softness across the front of your ribs and into that left hip so you become very grounded. Again, you can pause the video and stay here for another 2 to 3 minutes. To come out of this pose, you're going to walk the hands back under your shoulders, and as you inhale, press the floor away and lift up. You're going to twist your body so that you're sitting facing away from the support behind you, and then pause for a moment and notice the sense of your spine. Oftentimes it'll feel like you're still twisting to the left. And then we're going to go the opposite direction, so you'll see what it looks like from behind now. So we're going to sit onto the right hip. Knees are going to stack on top of each other. Again, adjusting your bolster in any way you need. Fingertips press down as you inhale, lift, and then as you exhale, slowly come down. Once you get down, bring the elbows a little higher than the shoulders, forearms on the ground, and then twist onto the right ear and pause. Let your breath be very full so that on your inhalation, you feel length and space along the left side of your body. On exhalation, you feel softness as you let yourself be held by that bolster and support. Again, you can pause this video and hang out here for another 2 to 3 minutes. To come out, the hands come back under the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and lift yourself away from the floor. Let your body unravel. Shift away from the support, and then again, sit and pause. As you do, you may still feel like you're twisting a little to the right. And then for our final pose, our final position, we're going to move all that support out of the way and find the 2 blocks. You want 1 block for your head and 1 block for your ribs. So for me, it's best to work in this format. For you, you may need to go more something like this. For me, I'm going to go a little bit higher. You want the block to be so that it's holding your shoulder blades. So if you were to lay down, it would be right about here. So again, you're just going to find your way down so that your shoulder blades are on the block. And you can see how mine are on the block here. And then I'm going to scoot back a little bit so that they're more evenly placed. And then my head is going to go on this block. And you may have to switch it around a little bit, but it's always helpful to lift your head, place the block so it's stable, and then bring your head to it. And then the arms are going to come out to the side. And you want the arm bones to move down, and so that's why I shift around a little bit to put my shoulder blades a little bit down underneath of me. And then you're just going to hang out here, rest, and let the breath become full and steady. So again, this setting may be too high for the tightness in your chest, so you just roll everything down a level for your body. You can stay with the feet on the floor or stretch the legs out, whatever's more comfortable. Try to allow your body to relax onto the support. So the support is pressing up into you, but you want to be melting back down into it, letting your body feel like a cooked spaghetti noodle draping. Again, you can pause this video and hang out here for another 2 to 3 minutes. To come out of this posture, we're going to set the feet onto the floor if they're extended. You're going to engage the muscles of the neck to lift your head, and then bring the hands down and slowly lift your torso away from the blocks. Then let's move the blocks off to the side and out of your way. And we're going to come all the way down onto the back to finish the practice. So slowly lowering down. Again, bring the shoulders underneath of you so that the arm bones aren't pulling up to the sky like that. We want to let them rest down by walking the shoulder blades under you. The palms will spin up and the arms will move out to the side. The ankles will go as wide or maybe a little wider than the hips so the legs relax. If this is problematic for your lower back, you can always keep your feet on the floor and maybe even just let the inner thighs touch each other a little. So either way, whatever is best for you. We're going to just pause and take a few breaths here. Feeling the resonance of the open space in the upper back, neck and shoulders. Letting everything relax. Letting the mind follow the breath. Feeling that stretch of an inhalation out for 3 to 5 seconds. And that exhalation stretching out for 3 to 5 seconds. Each time that you inhale, feel your body expanding as wide and spacious as the sky. Each time that you exhale, feel yourself dissolving infinitely inward beyond any boundaries or limitations. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. To come out of this pose, we're going to walk the feet onto the floor. Again, rolling over onto your side. And then press down through your hands and rise back to seated, where we began our practice. If you need to be padded up so that you can sit a little more comfortably, feel free to sit on that bolster, a blanket, or blocks. Let your spine lift tall. Let your eyes close. Stretch your inhalation 3 to 5 seconds in. Stretch your exhalation 3 to 5 seconds out. Let your mind fall into the ebb and flow of your breath in and out. Become aware of the sensations of open space in the upper back, neck and shoulders. Know that your body will revert to its pattern of dropping the shoulders forward and lifting the chin up. So very lightly, just allow yourself to stretch the spine and expand the chest by drawing the arm bones back. And then slightly take the top of your throat and press it back so that you feel the base of your skull expand and lift away from your shoulders. And then draw your hands into your heart. Reconnect to that intention to be compassionate and patient with yourself. Let your head bow towards your heart. Namaste. So working with our patterns in the body to create a new format for our brain and our body to work in conjunction takes a long time. So if you notice that you go back to the habit of dropping the ribs, rounding the shoulders, lifting the chin, then just remember this practice and start to use it to help reestablish new patterns. Chest lifts and expands, arm bones move back, throat moves back, and you've got all this space like you've been filled with a helium balloon around your upper carriage. I hope this helps you to find relief and bring balance to upper back, neck, and shoulder tension. Please feel free to reach out to me. You can email, call, or even follow me on Facebook. If you have any questions, I'm here to help. We can work together privately, or you're welcome to join any of the group classes that I teach at Inhale Yoga Studio. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.